This is part 2 on Marco's build. Today we're going to take off the rear suspension and the front K-member. The full front suspension with the K-member for the front. And we're going to degrease it and give it a wash underneath. And we're going to... The interior is half already taken off. So we're just going to take the... We're going to take off the console, carpet, and the dash off. And that's done. That will be it for the interior. But let's get started. We're going to start with the rear end, because if you take the front K-member off, sometimes it teeter-totters on the stands. It wants to lean back because of the tank and the fucking diff. So we're going to start from the back forward. It has a 9-bolt. The fuck is that? Look at all that shit. See that? Weird ass fucking pump and shit. Alright, but it has a 9-bolt. We gonna get rid of it. We're going with a 10-bolt. It's cheaper to build a 10-bolt than a 9-bolt. 9-bolts are very expensive to build, properly built than a 10-bolt. But these 9 bolts will handle more if you properly build. I think they go up to 30 splines with a spool, I believe, from 9bolt.com. But it's very expensive. Just the unit is like $700-800, and the gears I think is like $300. And then you gotta get the custom axles for the 30 splines. It's very expensive to build one of these things. So I just trash them and go with a 10-bolt. For the price you build this 9-bolt, I'd rather do a fucking 9-inch or a 12-bolt. Fuck all that. But it's very simple to remove the rear end. You want to start with the spring so you can take the pressure off of it. You take those, I believe they're 19s. These right here, they're 19s. You start taking them off. This one, that Panhard bar goes to the top. We're gonna take the other bar. We're gonna take this bar off too, because we're gonna drop the exhaust and we're gonna drop the tank. Nah, you loosen the control arms, but don't take them off. You just loosen them up, because when you lower the diff, or you take the sway bar off too. The links, not from here, but the links. You take the links off, and then you loosen up the control arms. So when you lower the diff, you just can unhook them, but take the nuts off by hand. You can see how messy and dirty is in here. All that's gonna get washed. It's not gonna perfectly get cleaned, but at least when you touch it, don't fucking be all over your hands. But let's get started. Let me show you how to take these springs off. Start breaking the control arms, the bolts. And that's how you take off the springs. Now we're gonna do the other side. The other side is a little more tricky, because you got a lot of the shits in the way. You got this shit, the shock, the motor. You got a lot of more shit, but it's easy. Let me get you a good angle. And that's it. Sometimes the spring isolator gets stuck up there. Just don't forget to get it. If not, later on you'll be working on it and it falls in your head, in your face.
Take the head off first. My side is done. Huh? My side is done.
This one has the brake lines. loosen, but not take it off. It's just loosen. And the sway bar link is loosened already too. Pop that shock. The shock then. There she goes.
Which one?
Right there, straight ahead. That's the no.
No, the one in the bottom.
The shock right there. No,
Near
straight ahead. Straight. Yeah. Both hands is gonna torque on you. Probably gonna need a tension over there. You got it. Go. That's it.
Here, hit the bolt out.
Alright. So the
He's ready.
parking brake's off. Brake line's off. Control arms are loose. Panhard bar, you can see it hanging. Sway bar is done.
Huh?
Hit it with
Hit it
the
with the
thing. More, sideways. So you can fit in there. Hit it sideways. Like that. There she goes. All right. Take the nut off the control arm on top.
The other one.
Just the nut. Take it off. Start hitting the. They're gonna hit the. There you go. You got yours. There you go. You should be able to slide it in. There you go.
No, he's not fresh.
There you go. There you go.
Go.
Don't drop the diff. Hold the diff in case they want to move. You gotta wiggle the bolt. Wiggle the bolt. There she goes. All right, get out the way. Bad boy, get out the way. All right. Yeah, just drop it. This is not the way to drop it, but I don't want him to get hurt. And that's it. She's off. She's on the floor. Just help him pull it back out, Danny. And there she goes. The bar, the panhard bar. And that's how you pull the diff. Pull it all the way up. They're gonna pick it up today, so put it.
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, see that?
Sliding.
Danny, go get the other link so you can put the link on it. Over. We're gonna take the control arms because you got new control arms. We're gonna take the shocks. New shocks coming in. We're gonna take the panhard bar. They got a brand new panhard bar. We're gonna take that one off, clean it, and put it back. We're gonna take all this Mickey Mouse off. It's a fuel pump, but I don't know what year fuel pump. I don't know where the fuck you got that fuel pump from. But yeah, and give it like a nice good wash. We're gonna take the exhaust. The tank is behind under the exhaust. We're gonna take the plate and the tank is under there. Just to make sure the sender is good, but he has a new sender, but it's for a fuel injector. This is a carb. So we're gonna see if we can replace just the sock. See if the fucking sender, the fuel level works on it. See if it reads the ohms and shit. And that be it for and then the tank goes back up. But we're gonna siphon his fuel for my pressure washer. But shh, don't say nothing. All right, and we're gonna just clean the shit out of it. Let me finish here so we can move on to the fucking cam member. I'll bring you in back once everything is removed back here, so yeah, I can see the empty cavities. All right. All right, bringing it back in. Fuel tank is out. Full rear suspension is off. We're gonna wash it before we take off the lines, and then we're gonna wash the lines. We're gonna wash it, then wash it again and again, but we're gonna wash the lines with the car right now, and then separate wash outside the car. We're gonna wash them on the outside and wash the inside of them. We do that for the brake lines, the fuel lines. We rarely use these steel lines, but like this one is a carb and it sends it on the passenger side. I'm gonna use these lines and just do AM fitting from the line, from the forward line all the way to the fucking carb, and the return to the fucking manual fuel pump that goes on the engine. But we're gonna give it a nice clean wash. We're gonna take off the cam member right now so y'all can see. Disconnected to the master cylinder. All the lines are disconnected from the master cylinder, and the brake lines on the calipers. So all you have to do is take off the tins and the lines will come off. We're gonna have to remove all the full knuckle. That means tie rods, the strut, and the ball joint at the bottom, so we can remove the knuckle. We're gonna remove the sway bar. We're keeping the clamps for the engine mounts, so we gotta put those shit to wash. And everything is trash. The K-member's trash, the control arm is trash, the struts and the struts, the camber plates are trash. Right now he's taking off the fucking the canister and the cruise control shit. We're gonna clean all that up. The box stays and the steering component stays because he says that's brand new. So that stays. We're just gonna wash it with the car and it stays there, and it gets painted with the damn car. So let's get started on removing. It's windy out here, so bear with me. I think I'll do the other side so y'all can see, because it's too. I think I can get you a better view on this side because it's bright. Well, let me get started on this side. Recording, yeah. All right, so we took the top plate off. Shock is next. Strut is next to be taken off. And the last but not least gonna be the spindle. And I'll show you how to pop that spring. Going on the jack, fat boy. And this is how you pop the spring. You're gonna release the back of the controller and the nuts and bolts from the controller. You're gonna loosen them up, keep some threads on the nuts, and just go ahead, release it all the way, and it should have popped, but it didn't pop. Leave it alone.
Where's the thing?
The pry bar is right there on the floor. Just get a pry bar. Come over here. Danny, get out the way. And there she goes.
Metal?
I don't know if he's gonna keep that. And we do the same for the opposite way. I'll bring it back once we start taking down the key member. Alright, bringing it back in. What's left is the key member. Both control arms off, both springs are off, brake lines are off. Just the one that remains is the rear one. Bad boy's gonna show you how to take it off. Go ahead. It's 3/15s?
3/8.
There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah. Each side.
What's the size of it?
The size of the thing?
Yeah, the boat.
3/8. I mean, 3/4.
3/4. I'm holding it on this side. See? I'm gonna hold it. And he's gonna hold it. Hold it, fat boy.
Hold it?
Yeah, while you take the last one off.
I mean, bring me 18 or 17, both. Because this one looks stripped.
Try it.
Damn, this one looks stripped.
Having some technical difficulties. He say it's stripped. Try a 19. You said it was 3/4?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, 18.
18?
Yeah.
So it has the wrong bolt in there. Danny, hold that side.
Yeah, this one is way small.
Drop yours slow.
Then go on that side, there's a screw holding it. I wasn't gonna hold it.
What's wrong? Wrong.
Yeah.
Pull it out, Danny. It's not heavy at all. Pick it up, Danny. Where you worried? Yeah. No. Not all of it, just one side. So they can see it's not heavy. All right, watch your toes. All right, goes in the middle. Not heavy, so everything that stays is just for this car is gonna stay the steering linkage, because it says brand new, and it is. They stay put where I want them to be. When you know they're new, they stay where you want them. If I bring it and I keep it, see, it stays. When they all fucking use and abuse, they're all over the place. So it's only just gonna be clearing up the wiring. I've got to take the booster off, but the booster goes off, comes off when we take off the dash. The wiring for the AC, because he's gonna have a delete panel. He don't want AC heater, he don't want none of that. And we're gonna take the power steering pump off. The box stays, the power steering comes off, and we're gonna wash it and degrease it. The whole thing, the whole bottom, the top part, everything. But this is gonna be the end of part 2, I believe. So I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you view. You don't have to subscribe no more. All that matters now is the views. As long as you view, I get your views, I get paid. So thank you for everything. Thank you for viewing. I don't care about the like, subscribe, and the comments. Only your views. That's all I want. Your views. You can leave it in autoplay. Just let it play. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to hear it. You don't have to do nothing. Just let it view. Just let it play by itself. And I thank you. And I see you on the next one.